Welcome back. A family in Mare village in the Hiwan Gulf district of Morobe province have put their resources together to form a business group in light of the Wafi Golpu mine project in the district. The Guaren Resource Limited was launched on Sunday, with Deputy Opposition Leader Sam Basil given the undertaking of the launch. Mr. Basil embraced the initiative taken by local people to organize themselves and be economically involved in mining activities and other developments in their area. Sylvester Gawi with this report.
Mare is one of Hiwan Gulf's biggest villages, comprising of 4 hamlets and a population of almost 5,000 people. The local Mare people owns thousands of hectares of land, which is suitable for agriculture. But things haven't changed so much since independence, and the people have relied heavily on subsistence farming to pay for transport, school fees and other expenses. Brown Aka is in charge of the small family group that combines their resources together to venture into civil works, transport and agriculture activities. The idea of setting up their own family business is to help the community by providing employment and business opportunities during the mine operation.
We started this early as a family. I'm going resource and come up now. Work by me making and underneath long civil infrastructure, civil work, na plant and hire, na labor hire, na agriculture, na logistics.
The struggles of the Mare people is similar to people in other rural communities throughout Papua New Guinea. Deputy Opposition Leader Sam Basil says local businesses are not being given enough opportunities to take part in resource developments in the areas.
So our plan is something people are making, government making, and we not favoring you, Papua New Guinean contractors. That's why people Parliament, people got long plan, brought yet to make sure that people are protecting business law, all indigenous landowner, now all land law region, now Papua New Guinea as a national.
Sylvester Gawi, NBC National News, Ley.
Barrick New Guinea Limited has conducted a leadership and management training for executives of women groups in the Porgera district of Enga province. The training covered leadership skills, strategic planning, budgeting and project management, which targeted participants from resource project areas. Esther Bralingwani reports.
Women leaders in the Porgera district have expressed satisfaction with the knowledge they gained through the recent leadership training. Barrick's Corporate Social Responsibility Community Development section under the economic programs initiated a training for 17 women representatives from Porgera District Women's Association, Redwara Women's Association and the Porgera Urban Women's Group. The leadership and management training was coordinated by Bank South Pacific under its community outreach program. Participant Jenny Copy, the interim secretary of the Porgera District Women's Association, said through Barrick's New Guinea Limited, the women of Porgera have had more opportunities for development and advancement through training.
In school, by me empowering more mama, work them, na improving life in Porgera district.
Trainer from the Community Affairs and Business Management Services, Fred Tiang, said he was happy to see participants help each other learn during the training.
Mama ready? Work him something, you play swim, this play desire, na like long. Line him something, and we swim through also. When something like come, you play kissing. But also, man talk police. Kissing are na story and one play. Toso lo walk him, na action him, and narpla. So lo part lo action him, na walk him work slow, talk karang take longan, and stop long. You blow mama.
BSP's relationship manager for community services, Valerie Tombele, was impressed with the interaction and participation of women.
To answer questions more openly, discuss issues that they had.
The 3-day training concluded with the presentation of certificates. Esther Bralingwani, NBC National News, Port Moresby.
The Hela Provincial Administrator, William Bando, today signed his employment contract. It comes after serving for almost 4 years as the acting provincial administrator. He has also appealed to members of parliament from the province to set aside their differences and work together. Rebecca Passingan reports.
After serving the Hela province as an acting administrator, he's been confirmed to the post. William Bando today signed an employment contract of 3 years, witnessed by the Secretary for the Department of Personal Management, John Cully, and political leaders from the province. And he wants everyone to work together.
It is only through our united leadership that we can bring hope and hope and unity in a place that's so divided. There's too many tribal fights everywhere.
He also appealed to leaders to set aside their differences.
Leave your differences and let's work together for the remaining 10 months because that's what the people of Hela want. All in all, I want to thank so many of you, Yang Ajaka and Ida Edaja, many of you that now stood with me.
Secretary for the Department of Personal Management, John Cully, while commenting on the contract signing, says he will be monitoring the administrator and the CS Commissioner to ensure both achieve the key performance indicators.
That this is a government that is wanting service delivery, and they want the department to lead, as leaders of the public service, to lead from the front and deliver services to our people.
Correctional Service Commissioner Michael Waipo thanked the government.
Signing is one bit, but delivery of service as a leader in this structured arrangement is a big challenge, and I'm pulling together a team from correctional service now to deliver correctional service to the people of Papua New Guinea.
Rebecca Passingan, NBC National News, Port Moresby.
Turning overseas, Britain has entered the final few days of the EU referendum campaign, with voters facing a landmark decision about the country's direction. Politicians have paid tribute to murdered MP Joe Cox, a rare recall of Parliament, while the issue of immigration continues to dominate the increasing debate.
It's not how they anticipated spending the last days of this campaign mourning a colleague.
Joe Cox was a voice of compassion, whose irrepressible spirit and boundless energy lit up the lives of all who knew her and saved the lives of many she never, ever met.
And in her tragic death, we can come together to change our politics, to tolerate a little more and condemn a little less.
Batley and Spen will go on to elect a new MP, but no one can replace their mother.
As they left the chamber, they glanced towards the gallery where Joe Cox's husband, children and parents were sitting. Her murder had prompted an abrupt end to the political sparring, but it was only temporary. The leader of the UK Independence Party has accused the Prime Minister of implicating the Leave campaign in her death.
The Remain camp are using these awful circumstances to try to say that the motives of one deranged, dangerous individual were similar of half the country, or perhaps more, who believe we should leave the EU.
This anti-immigration poster has sparked angry exchanges, ending with a high-profile defection from the Leave campaign.
We started to hear a message which was inward-looking, which was xenophobic, which was divisive. And there came a moment on Sunday morning where I felt that I could no longer stand by that message.
European leaders have warned there will be serious consequences to this vote.
Leave is leave. If the United Kingdom wants to leave, then they leave the European Union with all the negative effects, and that will become visible very fast.
This referendum has become much more than a vote on membership of the European Union. It's raised deep questions about Britain's identity and values. The debate has been intense, and the fallout, whatever the result, is likely to be long-lasting.
Stay with us on NBC National News.